Hey, boys and girls, never fear, Jonesy's here. Yep, I said I'd be back, and I am. Smoking my Patrick Smith pipe with a little Lucky 7 from Mylon Tobacco. Good stuff. Okay, you guys wanted more stories, more jokes. How about a scavenger hunt? An historical scavenger hunt. Now what we're going to do over several videos, you're going to try to figure out the age of my grandfather. When he was born, what year, and what year he died. Yes, he did live in my lifetime. I knew him. I'll give you that. But you better, when you watch these videos, have some paper and pencil with you. Because every few days I'm going to give you some clues. This might take a while. No reward for it except bragging rights, by the way. But do tell everybody in the pipe community that Jonesy's back and to watch his videos on this. I'd like a lot of people to weigh in on this. Anyway, my grandfather, I'm talking about my mother's father. He was born in Missouri, near a town called Pollock, Sullivan County, Missouri. He died in Walla Walla, Washington. He was in a nursing home, and I can remember I was the one that got the phone call saying that he had passed away. Anyway, I started out with 3 simple clues here. And if you keep track of these clues, write them down, and keep watching these videos, you'll eventually be able to figure out what year he was born and what year he died. Reach over here to my magic book. I've been doing some homework. The first one I'm going to give you is kind of a freebie because it's a little confusing. I will tell you that in my grandfather's lifetime, he lived through 18 U.S. presidential administrations. Not 18 U.S. presidents, only 17. But he lived through 18 administrations. Y'all got that? I'm not going to tell you which ones. You have to figure this out as we go. It might take a while, but don't give up. All right. That was the first clue. Clue number 2. he saw Frank James on a Missouri street in 1915. Who was Frank James? Jesse James' older brother. I don't remember the town he was in at the time, but it was a town in Missouri, probably somewhere around Sullivan County, and Frank James was well known. He was a celebrity. He was in town there. My grandfather said that there was a crowd gathered around him on the street, and here's a little tidbit you never hear in the history books. Frank James was a head taller than anybody else in the crowd. He was a tall man. You really usually don't hear about that in the history books, but he was. All right. Here's the third clue. Now this is a little bit iffy too, but he lived during, let's see, depending on how you want to look at it, 5 or 6 American wars. Why do I say that? Well, because 2 of the early wars that he lived through were really right next to each other and were basically part of the same conflict. That's all the further I'll go on this one. Excuse me, let me light my pipe here again. Now, if I haven't confused you and bored you to death, I'll tell you the clues again. All right. My grandfather was born in Missouri. He died in Walla Walla, Washington. He lived under 18 presidential administrations, 17 U.S. presidents. Saw Frank James on a Missouri street in 1915. And depending on how you want to look at it, you have to do some studying now. He lived during either 5 or 6 American wars. Now, he never served. At the times in his life where America was at war, he was not of the age to serve, either too young, too old. So I guess he was lucky that way. Anyway, if this hasn't confused you to death, please keep your eyes open. Keep some paper and pencil next to your computer. Write these clues down. Every few days, I don't know which day, I'll put another video out and tell all the other pipe pals about this. I want a lot of people to weigh in on this. Just for fun. See if you can figure out when my grandfather was born and when he died. I'll give you this one more clue. It was a long time ago. Well, boys and girls, that's enough homework for you. But keep watching. This is the Utopian. And as Jonesy says, see you down the road.